Good evening, everyone. What a crazy day. I'm just going to post this link real quick and we will get started. All right, SPY. And that last 30 minutes flush was crazy. Did not expect that. I'll give a few more minutes to people and then we'll get started here. All right, SPY. Well, of course, as you guys can see, we never got above 416. And today, they gave us a surprise before CPI. Everybody was waiting on CPI. Tomorrow, CPI data, which is coming out tomorrow morning, to see the direction. But they gave us the preview today and dropped us. I was really hoping that we would hold on to this 407 level, but nope. Now your resistance is going to be 407 level with 403 as well. There's a small resistance there, but it all depends on CPI, what they do, honestly. But I really think if we came back here to the 50% retrace on this one, which is at 399 area, honestly, it would be a good thing if we come down there and then bounce from here, just like this. You're pretty close. So from here, if we can go up like this, that would be nice. Let's just see if it's a buy the news event. So it'll be really, really interesting to see what SPY does tomorrow, because over here you cannot guess. We closed right, nowhere in the middle. Qs were the same. As you can see, we can never get above this 310 level, and we just sold off. This morning they did make us think that they were going to push us up by increasing the volume and getting above this 9 EMA, but after that it was a slow ride down, and at the 30 minutes at the end of the day they just flushed it. The other interesting part I saw here was the VIX got above 25, but look at this. We have rejected here previously again at this 50 SMA. I would really, really keep an eye on this one. If we get about 2650 tomorrow, guys, it would be pretty bad, honestly. So keep a close eye on VIX right here. This really needs to reject and come back down for the markets to go up. Tesla got an upgrade by an UBS today, and that's why we got this pump. NEO numbers were good, and that's why I got a push as well. But they're guiding pretty low, NEO. But Tesla, of course, along with our overall market, could not make it, and we closed below this 9 EMA, which is at 723.24. Now tomorrow, of course, the move will be made by the time we see it. But if it gets above this level, 727.25, and it stays above this 9 EMA, above 720, let's do that. All right, 720 would be our stop loss if you get into Tesla trade. They have been buying 750s, 780s, and 800 calls for next week, so keep a close eye on that one. As long as we hold on to this 9 EMA, I think Tesla can still push up. It all depends on CPI data again tomorrow, so we can keep speculating on these technicals here, but it all depends on CPI again. Amazon finally gave up this 9 EMA. We did play this a couple times. It is coming here. If you can see close by here, I'm going to zoom in so you can see there's a gap to be filled right here. There's a small gap at this 115 area. Tomorrow, Amazon really needs to hold on to this 115. If it breaks 115, guys, go ahead and short it all the way down to 113 and then 110 area. MasterCard, I have this on my list because it finally broke all these SMAs. This is one of the few ones which was holding above this SMAs, which was very interesting, but finally it gave up today. The only good thing here is that it is resting on this fib level right here at 348.61, which is your 61% retrace. If it breaks 348 tomorrow, you have a 8-point move down. I think it goes all the way to 341 area, which is your 50% retrace. All right. So I would keep my stop right here above this 352 level. If it breaks above that, I would close my trade, but I would go 2 weeks out on this one. Below 348, I would go ahead and buy 340 calls for June 17th. All right, let's make this our trade idea. I hope these trade ideas are helping you guys. I think I saw a few on Twitter that they made money. So let's keep doing this. I think it's being helpful. We'll also go above 355, buy 2 weeks out, 360 calls. Oops. All right, there's your trade idea. You can watch this again on the recording. AMD broke below this 100 level, and I think is probably going to come back and retest this 50 SMA, which is at 97 as of today. So keep a close eye on this one too. I think they had the investors meeting today, or is it tomorrow? I can't remember exactly. But definitely keep an eye on this one. They are still buying this one for 2 weeks out. They are buying 105s and 110s and 112s, all kinds of calls they are buying. So I don't know if today is a fake out. We'll see. Google closed very close, just 4 points below this 9 EMA. I was watching for this entry, but today's sell-off and tomorrow CPI data coming out, I did not enter this trade. If we open about 2300 on Google tomorrow, I will enter these calls because I think it is going to blast through it this time. It is most likely building a flag right here. So as long as the 9 EMA holds tomorrow, 2300, it is a call time and a run up for Google for the split in July. So it is going to have a nice run up just like Amazon did. So again, please keep an eye on this one. We have been patiently waiting for an entry on this one. So tomorrow might be our day. All right, let's review our trade ideas here. We had a couple of trade ideas going into early this week. We had Dollar General. We had open above 232. We would buy 240 calls. And today they paid really nicely. It went all the way up close to 240. So this one worked out pretty well for us. I am out of this trade. Mostly I'm just holding one contract as a runner on this one, and I have an entry stop on this one. I'll keep my stop below 232 on this one. So this trade is done. But again, if it comes back down to this 50 SMA around 231.50 area, I might look into get back into it. We'll see. Costco, we had a trade idea as well above 477 to buy calls. It went all the way up to 385, 386 today, I think, right? 385, 485, sorry. Busy day. But again, keep an eye on this one. This one closed below the trend line. We'll see what it does tomorrow. One trade idea that did not work for us, again, I like to be very transparent on these, is Airbnb. Airbnb you will have these kind of trades, guys. So make sure you keep your stops really tight. We had a trade idea for this one above 124.50 to buy 2 weeks out calls for 130. It did break it, and it was a false breakout on this one, but we did close our trade early this morning for a small loss. I think we lost about 20 or 25% on this one, but Dollar General and others very well made it up for. So let's look at, we have a couple of requests here, SQ and Baidu. Let's look at Square real quick. Square, Sarah, I like it if it comes around 75. and I would keep my stop at below 74.50. Let's see what this candle had the low of 74. Let's keep a stop below 74. You can probably pick it up around 75 on this one. It is coming back to retest this fib level right here, but also again, the sell volume was pretty high today. So keep a close eye on this one. Below 74, I would go ahead and short this one. Actually, I'm going to keep my alert on this one as well. Thank you for this chart. There you go. The alert is set below 74. This one is headed to 70 and much lower. Baidu. Oh, wow, Baidu. That was a pretty decent run up it had. Just like Baba. Baidu broke below this 200 SMA. Usually I don't like anything breaking below a 200 SMA, but keep a close eye on this 9 EMA, which is your thin line, this thin blue line, which is at 143.69 as of today. So keep an eye on that one as long as that can hold, because it has been, as you can see, that trend, it is holding above 9 EMA. But if it gets above tomorrow, above 146.50, I would buy calls on this one. Or wait for an entry around 143.70 area and keep my stop right below 143. So your risk reward will be high on this one. All right, folks, this is all I have for today. Again, a quick review on our trade ideas. We have a MasterCard trade idea and a Google one. Google one, as long as it's above 2,300, buy calls for this one, 2,500. Go for July. I would go for July expiration, give some time. So here, let's write down over here. You can buy either one for July monthly expiration. Stop 10%. We're going to keep a very tight stop on this one. All right, these are your two trade ideas. We'll follow up again tomorrow or next week. We'll see when they move. But make sure you buy time on these. All right, folks, this is all I have for you today. I will see you all tomorrow, and trade carefully tomorrow. Try and avoid the daily expirations because the IV will be high on all the indices. So be careful and happy trading. Have a good one.